I'm Gwen Preston of Resource Maven. We're here at the Metals Investor Forum in Vancouver in September of 2019, and I'm joined by Carman of Tinka. And
Hi, Gwen.
obviously the focus at this conference is largely on gold, because gold has been very exciting lately, but unfortunately, by contrast, zinc has a sentiment problem, and you're a zinc explorer. But so let's start with zinc, because that's obviously like the elephant in the room. I think we're on the same page here, believe that it is a sentiment problem driven by the trade war concerns and concerns about growth, but the fundamentals paint a completely different story.
They do indeed. The zinc inventories continue to drop. We're at like 10 or 11 year lows on the LME stocks.
I feel like a few years ago people said if it dropped below 9 days, the markets would go crazy. And now we're at, 3 days or something.
3 or 4 days,
yeah.
Yeah, so the fundamentals remain strong. There's still limited supply coming to the market. There's been no new supply out of China, which is the world's largest producer. And the projects really aren't being developed. And with the recent drop in zinc prices to 3-year lows, and obviously that's put a lot of the producers under pressure. It looks like we're past the lows and we're coming back up the other side. Zinc prices are starting to go back up again, which is very important for the sentiment of the whole space. And I think things are looking actually a lot rosier than they were a month ago.
Yeah, and interesting, you say obviously low zinc price puts a lot of pressure on the producers, but you and I were talking about how a lot of companies, larger miners, have been calling you guys up lately, interested in Ayawilca, coming down, wanting to look at the project, wanting to go through your data. So that says a lot, I think, about how barren the zinc cupboard is in terms of projects that are ready to go, and how Ayawilca really stands out when companies are looking for production that they might be able to, do in a few years.
Certainly. So we're getting the big zinc producers. I can't mention names, but the big zinc producers, the mid-sized groups, but also the silver guys. We do have silver as well, and we're getting interest now from some of the silver companies and some of the silver streaming companies as well. So we've got quite a range of strategic interest at the moment. No deals on the table. They're just conversations, but people are coming to site looking at our data and wanting to meet with us.
Yeah, and so Ayawilca, just to remind everyone, this is an advanced project. We're in Peru, we're surrounded by infrastructure, we're in a mining belt, and you just recently published a pretty robust PEA on this asset. So you have that dual track right now where you are refining, optimizing the project, but you're also still exploring, and there's a lot of exploration excitement, I think, at Ayawilca as your understanding of structure and layers advances. So do you want to, I know that's a big topic, but do you want to briefly dive into that side of it?
So we've just put out some results a couple of days ago, which were fantastic drill results, very high grade, 5.7 meters at 33% zinc or something, which is almost pure.
It's crazy.
Almost pure zinc.
Yeah.
Right on the edge of the resource, actually just slightly outside, but let's just not get too cute, but we're right on the edge of the resource. There's still wide open opportunities to continue to find those grades, and we are focusing on grade, as grade makes a huge difference to the economics of the project.
Yeah.
And we're drilling in and around the highest grade parts of the project to not only find more ore, but more mineralization, but to upgrade from the inferred resource to the indicated resource, which is all great for the economics of the project. Plus, we found a new high-grade silver zone as well, and it's looking like the silver's halo to the zinc deposit. So there is going to be some nice upside for the silver buffs out there at our project.
So I think it's really interesting. The zinc market is in a tough spot, but zinc producers are looking. So that's one side of it. And then you have silver. At least half of the world's silver comes as byproduct. So it is no surprise, really, that silver producers are also interested in a zinc asset, because that's where they get half their silver from.
Exactly.
So despite Tinka being, your share price has struggled, there's actually a lot going on and a lot of sort of interest and upside that's sort of right there on the table.
Yeah, no. And this is a real project. The PEA was very robust. We believe that we can make improvements on that. and we will make improvements on the and optimize it as we go without spending a huge amount of money. So there's a lot going on. We're optimizing the PEA. We're focusing on the grade, and we've got a lot of exploration potential. We've got the 55 million tonnes of total resource, which in the zinc space is pretty big. It makes it one of the largest undeveloped projects in the world. We've got the grade. It's in a fantastic jurisdiction in Peru. So at some point, we believe it is going to be mined, just a question of when. So we're de-risking it, and when the zinc price pops,
you're going to be right there.
We're going to be right there.
Absolutely. Thanks for taking the time today.
Thanks a lot, Gwen. Lovely to see you.